Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It is once again me, Zach, here today with another episode of Barony. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. After our last failed run, I got kind of bored of playing as wizard and as human, so we're going to be going as a succubus ninja this time, with the name Dorothy because it's silly. Before we get into this, a couple quick things. First off, thank you guys so much for the support that you've shown for Barony and the other series on the channel. We are so close to hitting 500 subscribers, so if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to subscribe. Likes and comments also deeply appreciated. So for our game settings today, we're basically full standard, but with hardcore enabled. We have hunger enabled, which I do think makes the game a little bit easier overall. But it's hardcore, we're taking what we can get, and we've got friendly fire turned off, which might matter because we're a succubus and maybe we want to do some leadership stuff. The ninja class here, as you can see, not very good with charisma, so leadership things will be more of a late game or mid game kind of thing for us. We're not going to be worrying about it too much unless we get lucky and we get a couple of succubi from some fountains or something like that. Ninja is one of the better classes in the game, but is a little bit tricky to play when starting out. They have great strength and dex scaling, as well as really good con scaling, meaning they turn out to be pretty fast, tanky, and hit like dump trucks, and their only dump stat is charisma. Now, they don't get great int or perception scaling, so as a ranged character or a magic user, they're sort of mid, but they're not terrible at it either. In addition, we start with 35 HP, 30 MP, pretty average across the board. They're not particularly complicated, but they have good stat arrays. Now, the succubus, in case you don't know, we do start with polymorph, meaning that we can start getting our trading up pretty early. We might be able to buy some cool stuff as soon as we hit, I believe it's 40 mana, which will happen not too, late in the game. It'll be pretty quick. We like cursed equipment, and while blessed equipment will still give us bonuses, we can't remove it freely. However, unlike the incubus, who is often just stuck with blessed equipment forever, as a succubus we do in fact have polymorph, so eventually we can remove blessed equipment if we so desire. In addition, as a succubus specifically, we do get the ability to recruit drunk or confused humans by hitting them with I almost said a potion of alcohol, but by hitting them with alcohol and then running away until they lose interest, and then sneaking back up and hitting E on them, or the activate button, they will follow us, which is pretty cool. And of course we get mana from strangling ourselves, don't think too much about it. This is actually kind of viable for us when we play with hunger turned on. Usually I play with hunger off. Every bit of damage you take when hunger is off is permanent unless you find food to heal with directly. But with hunger turned on, we just heal over time. So it's kind of worth it to swap that every now and then. But overall, nothing else too crazy. We're weak to swords and smite. Smite won't really come up for a while, but swords do kind of matter if we run into some skeleton sword boys. However, resisting polearms and magic is pretty good. Mostly the magic. Other than that, I think we're good to just get on in there. What really makes the ninja a particularly good class is not even its stats, although they are quite good. We do start with 3 dex because of our boots. We start a little bit weak in terms of our constitution, and our strength is only 0. Though we do have 1 perception, so when we sneak we get a little bit of extra vision range. But, oh yeah, I reset some of my buttons. I was like hitting the shift key, but that's not my sneak anymore, it's spacebar. Yeah. So as you can see, we get a little bit of extra vision because of that +1 perception, which is nice. But what makes us really insanely good is that we start with bear traps, and we start with iron daggers. Now, the iron daggers are fantastic early game kiting tools. Unlike a lot of thrown items, they don't really bounce, they hit the target and then fall to the ground. So they're easy to recover, and they deal, honestly, quite a bit of damage. Especially because they are a thrown weapon, which means that they do in fact benefit from our Dexterity, which is our highest stat. So, not too bad. Skill list wise, we don't have a ton. We are hyper focused on stealth and swords with a little bit of ranged. Honestly, a decent amount of ranged. But nothing else. So it can be a little bit dangerous early on, but I think we'll be okay. We do start with a potion of paralysis as well, and potion of invisibility. The polymorph potions might come in handy, but we don't need them as much. Every monster race starts with 2 of them, but we obviously get... Excuse me. There we go. We obviously get polymorph as a built-in spell, which we will put on our hotbar so we don't forget. So whenever we can cast that, we won't need the potions anymore. We'll use that early on if we have to. In terms of our equipment, though, we also have a crystal sword. It is decrepit. We need to get a new sword as fast as possible, but it is crystal, so it does hit like a dump truck, which is pretty awesome. A goblin ninja gets even more use out of this, which can be very helpful early on. We get boots of swiftness, or boots of speed, which is +1 dex. They're only serviceable, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's still quite good. The serviceable tunic does nothing. I think we just toss that immediately. The assassin's hood's really powerful if you get it scaled up really well with enchantments, because it is +4 backstab. The cloak doesn't do anything either, but it's excellent, so we'll hold on to it. And we have the bandit mask, which doesn't really matter to us. We'll hold on to it for now just because it looks cool, but we don't really care about our identity because, like, this is an amazing item to start with as a human or an automaton because they're friendly with shopkeepers, and the bandit mask lets you kill them freely without ruining your reputation. But we're a succubus, so our reputation is already in the gutter, and nobody likes us, so we don't have to care. The final things to note, we do get 20% magic resistance, our attack is 13, our AC is currently 0. So we are in a lot of danger if anything looks at us funny. Now we do have the potion of paralysis, we're probably going to use that early on, and we're going to hold on to the bear traps, which are the most valuable thing we start with, by the way. Because when we get to the gnomish mines, these bear traps will save our lives. Absolutely. Guaranteed. But we are going to be doing sneaky playthrough here, at least for a bit. We need to play very careful and play kind of slow. There's probably a person in there, yeah. I don't know who won. We're going to take down torches wherever we can. Now, in this case, we are going to put down one of our bear traps here, in case things go very poorly. We're probably going to use this. Okay. So that was sneak attack, which was good. And we got a sword, which maybe is great, actually. We'll put that one down there just in case something comes in here while we go through all of this stuff. We're really hoping that this sword is something usable. Our appraise is, of course, really bad right now. We have +1 perception, which affects the appraise skill. But because we have no appraisal, it takes a very long time even to do basic stuff. Now, hopefully this gives us a level when it finishes. It did not. That's not good. Let's see if we can appraise this. We can. This is going to take a very long time, so we probably won't sit around and wait for it. But if this is uncursed, we'll switch over to using it pretty quickly. And yeah. Woohoo! Do that. Okay, so we don't want to use these bear traps anymore unless it's an absolute emergency at this point, because we want them to at least be worn when we get to the gnomish mines. Okay. Now, though, we're out of that room. We can use kiting to our advantage a lot more out here. I just want to see what this is. It's cursed. That's actually fantastic for us, because we are a succubus. So we're going to start using this as our main weapon. Could I actually get this appraised next? Yeah, okay. So, switch to our ranged weapon. And we can run around with the torches out for a little bit. Mostly for your guys' sake, but also because I like to see things too. What we'll do is when we see an enemy, we will retreat and tuck the torch away. They'll lose interest relatively rapidly. You know what, we can... Okay, so see he lost interest, and we can just finish him off with the sneak attack. Wherever possible, we will be trying to level up our stealth. And now we just, yep, cover our blades. We have +1 appraise, so you can see the difference in speed immediately. And we do have this short bow, so we're going to move things around like that. The short bow is big. We have a decent range skill. I think we have second or third highest range skill in the game at level 1. Obviously the ranger class, the hunter, is way better, but we will try and get this up wherever possible, because early on, enemies are scary in hardcore. You'll be shocked to hear. The daggers I like to hold on to specifically to fight trolls with, because they're really good at troll killing. Oh, he saw me. That's bad. He hit me twice? Alright, well, I thought I was going to bleed to death. I was about to say, well, I guess the run's over, but I did not bleed to death, so we run away. That was wild, actually. The boots are good, but nothing special. We want our helmet. Slingshot, unfortunately, is blessed. Fresh meat we can eat. Keep healing up. Yeah, just drink that, why not? Get us an alchemy level as well. I did not expect him to get 2 hits on us like that. That was wild. I thought we'd have to eat 1 hit, but we'd be fine after that because of our speed, but he proved me wrong. Awesome. Wizard hack can go. We don't need it. Feels weird to say that, but we'll keep that sword as a backup as well. Ours is only worn. Everything is scary right now. We do have to remember. We have no armor right now. Although, actually, that might not be entirely true. The reason why we had... I want to try and kill him with a sneak attack. The reason why we had... Pew! Okay. Nope. He happened to be walking this way. The reason why we had such low AC is because our con is -1. So when our con goes up, we will be good. Or at least better than we currently are. Okay, now we run. Our stealth is very powerful early. Enemies will lose interest in us very quickly. Which means we can get lots of good sneak attacks, which helps our stealth go up. I'm not as worried about getting the stealth up to a crazy level or anything. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain if we do. We gotta keep our inventory relatively light, because being able to run away from things is very important. I should note, these teleportation scrolls are also something the ninja class gets. They're just kind of... spooky rock noises. They're just kind of whatever, you know? How did I know? How did I know that guy was a mimic? We gotta kind of throw everything we got at this guy. Mimics are spooky. I missed him. Woohoo! Brother? It's like something out of a horror movie right there. I think I might need to use another bear trap. You ever notice these guys have, like, Creeper from Minecraft AI? Oh, they know how to open doors. They, like, drift to the side for some reason. let me grab all of my stuff. That was not my stuff. So yeah, that bear trap is now decrepit, but it's a good burst of damage to start off the mimic fight with. Really? You're just not gonna... Woo! You can see, though, the daggers are so strong early, even at this difficulty. I didn't mean to throw that last one there. We want to go this way. We can just circle back around. Playing this slow and careful here. Not doing anything wild. He'll lose interest. We'll hit him in the face with a knife. Where is he at? Okay. Oh. And one more ought to do it. Nice. Didn't want to take the risk of ending with the melee hit there. That was just some gold. Not a ton, but... I thought a dagger dropped right there. How many do we have left? 4? We lost 1. I'm not sure where it went. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to kind of keep moving. We're already healed up pretty well. So that's good. Got another bandit mask. What are the odds of that? Probably higher than I expect. And I think we've got everything that we dropped over here. I mean, there is a dagger missing, but it might have broken. Let's not use the blessed bandit mask. Alright, rude. Let's see here. Picking up a bit too many torches. I can drop one soon. Or I say one, but like a couple probably. Alright, skeleton. Oh. Skeleton. Alright, I killed that guy. I got that XP, that's mine. Throw that. Actually, that's a tomahawk. We can... Hey, I said wield that, please. Bonk. 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 Okay, now let's dump our torches. We've got too many of them. That's kind of good. It's tempting. Nah, we'll stick with our class-specific gear. It's the cool guy's way of doing it. What am I if not a cool guy? Did I pick up a dagger or something right there? I guess so. We got a couple rings we can't appraise yet. That's actually pretty cool. Potion of sickness. We're going to immediately use this. We are very hungry. Good time to eat much. Got another ring I probably can't appraise. Yeah, right. No, but very cool. Thank you. Don't give. I still hear a mouse. Okay. Not a mimic. Good shit. Love to see it. There's the boulder that fell. Okay, there's somebody in here. Oh. Might. Awesome. Hey, you know what? I'm actually going to hold on to that potion. What do you mean you saw me? Dick. Fuck you. Wasn't too worried about eating a little bit of extra damage there. It's not a huge deal with hunger on. So we do have a locking staff. Actually, we have 2 locking staffs. So we're just going to burn through these real quick. We're not good with magic necessarily, but it's something that everybody wants to do at least a little bit of. So getting our levels up for it is probably a good idea. Probably. Ooh. Okay, that's This is massive, actually. We're going to wear this for now. We'll keep the Ring of Might. Maybe in the future we'll use it, but +3 for our Constitution. Like this ring is all of our AC. Look at this. So we've got 4. We equip this, 9. This one's also equally good, but we can't remove it, so of course it is worse. We'll put that down here. We might sell it if we get the opportunity to. This ring is probably like a Ring of Hunger or something. I'm not going to take the risk with the moldy food. Let's see. We've got another cloak, worthless, and a helmet, worthless. We've got 2 bows, actually. I didn't even notice that. Good shit. Let's keep exploring. We're almost done with this. My bad. Gotta wait till he turns around. Ooh, okay. Running away. Be gone from me, moldy cheese. Be gone from me, axe I don't care about. Need to put these on our hotbar so that we remember to mess with them at some point. Alright, let's see. Where you at, Mousy? Okay, he's over there. I thought we'd 2-shot him. Oops. It's cool though. Got some meat. We're appraising these bracers, which might be good. We don't have any bracers, so as long as they aren't, like, blessed, we can use them. I mean, honestly, even if they're blessed, we might use them. Probably could have been a boulder there, might have died. Heard a skeleton. Forgot that was a dead end there. He must be somewhere very strange. He might actually be inaccessible. I don't know. Bracers of Constitution, that gets us to a decent level of AC for this stage of the game. Hold on to that water for now. Let's see if that skeleton's accessible. He's made of XP. I think we'll go all the way down here. Okay. Found it. There's also always the chance that a skeleton that you hear is Funny Bones, who is pretty cool to get this early on. Even though he would be an absolute... Well, I was going to say a mini-boss, but nah, he'd just be straight up a boss for this stage of the game. For me. So... would be kind of spooky, but might be worth it. So let's look at our swords here. We've got worn, worn, and worn. We still have our decrepit crystal one. We're going to save that and try and use that to kill the first gnome that we find. But I think we're good to go to the next floor now. And I think that'll probably be where I call this episode. It won't be... We didn't accomplish as much as maybe we would usually accomplish in an episode, but because it was kind of a slow start, you know, it's hardcore. You know how it be. I think it is worth it to split them up like that. So thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, like I said at the beginning of the video, like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you enjoy this Barony content. It's kind of a niche game, but it's also kind of a neat game, and I would like to play some more of it for you guys in the future. We will be returning to the Wizard playthrough, probably not too long from now, because I do love Wizard. But we figured we'd give a melee class a little bit of love for a change. So, until next time, thanks for tuning in. Peace.